Good evening. My name is Paul Gilmore, and I am um, giving the KSDE building report card for my school, Sumner Academy, which is located in Kansas City, Kansas, just south of, or is it south? Yeah, north of Parallel and things like that. So off 8th Street. So based on the school and the community that we serve, the majority of the people who live in Wyandotte County, which is the county where Sumner is established. The percentage of white people that live here in the district, or in the community, I should say, is 67%, with the Hispanic population making up about 30%, and the black population making up 22% of Wyandotte County. The school demographics are similar in a few areas. The school demographics are 60% of the school is Hispanic, while the other 28% is black, and the remaining 12% is dispersed between Asian and Pacific Islander, and white, of course. Um, School organization. Our school organization is, of course, we're an IB school, international IB school, and we were also fortunate to be ranked #1 in the state of Kansas. So that's something that kind of encourages the kids to uphold their academic um, excellency, is the fact that they were ranked #1 in the state of Kansas. So that is something that they kind of hang their hats on. Student background. The majority of the students in the school are Hispanic. This was something that kind of just started slowly changing around the 2012, 2013 school year. The district started seeing a vast increase in Hispanic students and a decrease in African American students and white students. So I think as a whole, the district is at about 65%. So we're just under the district average as far as um, the majority of our students go. But the majority of the students in our school are Hispanic, with their home language being Spanish and, of course, English. Um, we have a lot of parent-teacher conferences where we have to get interpreters and things of that nature, so we can accommodate the parents who are Spanish speakers. Socioeconomically, based off of the students that we serve, the majority of them live under the poverty level. There was no there was no statistic on this on KSDE. This is just solely based on the percent of students who have free and reduced lunch, which is upwards of 90. So I think as a district we're upwards of 90. So the majority of the kids that we serve come from poverty stricken areas. The majority of the school is girls. I think that was kind of surprising, but now I think about it, it makes sense. It's about 60-40, a 60-40 split girl to boy ratio. And of course, the age, since we are serving high school students, is between 13 and 18 years of age. As far as academically, with the I think it's the the Kansas State testing that we are tested on every single year. We have to score levels 2 or higher in order for there to be some sort of proficiency in that subject. So, with that being said, as far as reading is concerned, 51% of the students who took the test, the Kansas State test for reading or English as learning arts, they got 51%. I mean, excuse me, 51% got a level 2, while 41% got 3 or higher, with I think 25% of that being at level 3. Math, same thing, about 51% scored about a level 2, which is decently proficient, while 30 scored a level 3 or higher, with I think that being 21%. So we had 9% scoring 4. And then in science, we had 41% score level 2, while the other half, 43%, scored level 3 or higher, and I think this was at about 31% as well. There wasn't anything as far as data for social studies, so that would be fairly difficult for me to find on a whim. So there aren't any educational placements um, in 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 our school, as well as learning accommodations. We have certain things for kids who are gifted. So for those kids who learn very, very quickly, we have things for those students. But as far as like IEPs and special education plans, that is as far as it goes. And as far as testing accommodations, there aren't any at place at the school. The only way that they would accommodate you when it comes to testing and things of that nature is if parents or doctors provided some kind of note saying that you needed testing accommodations, in which they would hire someone or for that day to come and help you test for whatever test it is. And so, as far as like a recap, like I said, Sumner Academy is IB, international IB school. Um, Very, very proficient students. Some and in some areas, including the ACT, they test higher than the state of Kansas completely. So, as far as, like I said, dealing with special education students, the only SPED students that we deal with are students who are um, would be considered to be gifted or academically gifted. So, with that being said, this is the presentation, and thank you.